so we're up to the prone box series. Let's go through a little bit of anatomical language first before we get started, because you need to understand why the exercises are called what they are when you're explaining them. Let's start with the word prone. So we've already done our supine abdominal series, and I went through that. Supine means facing up. So prone is the word we use to describe someone laying facing down. So already you know that they're facing down. Then we have box, because we're going to be using the box. So that is our prone box series. The first exercise is called prone arm extension. So that's telling you that someone's laying on their stomach, and arm extension is to go backwards. Arm flexion is to go forwards. So if we go back to an arm flexion exercise that you've done previously, this could be the front raise. So that is shoulder flexion, and this is shoulder extension. Then we also are going to be doing an exercise called tricep extension. So triceps are the muscles on the back of your arms. It's called tri because it has 3 muscle bellies, but that's a lot of detail. You're not going to tell the people in the class that, but it's just good for you to understand why things are called what they are. So tricep extension is extension of the elbow joint. So the arms are going to be extending. If we were to do this, this is elbow flexion, which is like a bicep curl. So let's get stuck into it. What we need is our long box, and we need to be on 1 red spring. So popping my 1 red spring on. If someone was a beginner, they'd be on 1 white and 1 blue. If someone was more advanced, they could be on a red and a white, or a red and a blue. Very rarely would I have someone on 2 red. That's quite heavy. Now this series, the prone series, really focus on postural muscles. So it's quite hard for the postural muscles because, let's be honest, most people spend their day in flexion. We drive to work, we sit at work, we make phone calls, we drive back home, we make dinner bending forward, we sit down, have our dinner, and then we sit down and we watch TV. For most people that I see in the clinic, that is their day-to-day life. So everything is in flexion, so it is quite hard for some people to get into extension. This series would not be appropriate for someone that is pregnant, someone that is quite old and has osteoporosis and isn't very able to mobilize themselves around. So you just wouldn't get them laying on their stomach, because they might get on there, but when you try and get them off, it might be really difficult. You also have to keep in mind people's BMI. So if they have a high BMI, are you going to embarrass them by getting on the box? So maybe you can provide an option and go, okay, we're going to do the prone box series. If you don't want to lay on your stomach on the box and you haven't done that before, you can actually also do these exercises kneeling. So going through our previous exercises, our back series, you've already learnt chest expansion, which is basically the same as the prone arm extension. And you've already done tricep extensions in this position as well, which we'll be doing on the box. So that's how you would modify for a pregnant person or someone where it's just not suitable to get them on the box. Remembering that long box means to put the box this way. So in your next video, we're going to be starting with prone arm extension.